and you tell me I can't watch Duke?
There are parts last week during the episode where you go like, oh, and it sounds like it's part of the conversation, but if you know what's going on, it's definitely you just watching basketball.
Are you against basketball, Chris?
I'm not. I'm just saying it's confusing.
Can you name 10 NBA players?
Like current NBA players?
Current NBA players, 10.
I think so.
I think
You
so.
want me to try?
I do actually want you to try. This is fun.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I bet I could do it pretty quick. I got Derrick Rose, LeBron James, Steph Curry. Oh.
How near is it? Oh shit!
Because I have some where I'm like, wait, I'm like, do they still play?
Just say them. Go for it, man.
I'm also like picturing people that I want.
Why are you not saying names and you're telling me about? You've got 3 so far.
Just read the names on the screen.
Lonzo Ball.
Okay, I'll take it.
I want to say Alonzo Mourning, but that he doesn't play anymore.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's been retired for 20 years.
I know he does. How do you know he doesn't play anymore?
Oh shit!
I can picture so many faces, and I can't. I'm panicking. I'm on the spot.
Okay, you're at 4.
Wow, I guess I didn't realize how out of the loop I am because I used to be a big basketball fan.
Out of the loop or out of the hoop?
Right.
Welcome to Wine and Weed. It's your boy. I'm back, bitches. It's your boy, Steelo Brim, a.k.a. Scooby-Doo's best friend, a.k.a. concerned father, concerned dad.
Very pertinent
full
this
circle,
week.
Full circle.
Very
full circle,
pertinent this
concerned
week.
dad over here, a.k.a. that dude. You know what? Fuck all that. Just a concerned father. I'll leave it at that, Chris. Your turn.
Chris Reinacher over here, a.k.a. the Chronostewer, a.k.a. Slump King.
Yeah.
Which I'm diving into.
Yeah.
A.k.a. the Mustache Maven.
Ooh.
And this is Wine and Weed, a.k.a. Merlot and Marijuana, a.k.a. Rosé
And Reefer.
Okay. You know what?
A.k.a. what do we got today? Chardonnay and...
I realized.
What are we smoking today?
Chardonnay and sherbet.
Chardonnay and sherbet. Wow.
Okay.
Alliteration.
I did realize one thing. John has never hit us with AKAs.
Oh,
We got John Ross here.
Hi.
John Ross, go down your AKA list right now, fam. Right now on
what's
the
your
spot, fam.
AKAs?
Oh man, I am AKA Miles Morales' friend.
Okay.
AKA I'm not a Mexican guy.
Oh, I love these. Come on, John. Keep going.
AKA Brown Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Wow, John is so good at this AKA game.
Yeah. Your AKA game is real, bro.
We throw him in the last minute and he just kills
He
it.
fucking killed it.
He just kills
Nucky,
it.
stop.
And our 2 guests on the show today, before we start bringing in these guests every week, are Nucky and Wrigley Brim.
Nucky, give it up for Nucky.
They
and
here,
Ricky
they
Brim.
Nucky, they're back home.
Hey.
If you were following the drama on Instagram, if you know what I know, because we have not, you're going to tell us kind of the story right now because we don't really know how the ending is. But my experience is that you lost the dog, or is that the dogs went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they went missing, like they ran out, everything was cool. I was like, everyone look out for the dogs. And then you were like, we have a video of somebody stealing them. And the next thing the audience knows, I have a little more inside information, but is that you got them back. And thank God. And we got the lovely kids. The kids are back home. And I think what everybody is wondering is, wow, what a whirlwind. Concerned father, really on brand for your concerned father, but
Man.
what
I might
the
start making T-shirts that just say "Concerned Father."
That's good. That's good. That's one. That's
Don't
our
blow
first merch drop.
No fucking
Is
blow up.
concerned father.
John, you obviously are getting money off that. You're over there thinking to yourself like, fuck this guy. I called him a concerned father the first time. We gonna eat together, John. We gonna make this money.
But what happened here as I pour this Chardonnay?
All right. So tell me what kind of Chardonnay we're drinking first.
We're drinking Ferrari Carano Chardonnay, Sonoma County, 2016.
If you have not noticed, if you listen to this show, we obviously, me and Chris, learned how to read from R. Kelly. Floyd Mayweather. Every week we struggle with the pronunciations of these different wines. And it's because we're not experts on wine. And I wish that we were. And we've already said we're going to bring in someone.
And
right?
we have had a few people reach out and been like, you can bring in me.
Yeah.
So we should, maybe that should be.
What if those people just come in, they're just alcoholics. They're not even wine
I got
experts.
you. Oh, believe me, I know alcohol.
And then the weed we're smoking is from Connecticut, California. Sherblato. It's a gelato and sunset sherbet together. They call it Sherblato.
Sherblato is a dope name.
Yeah.
Sherblato?
Yeah.
What
Fucking sick.
that should be a word forever, you know? Like that should be in our vocabulary. Sherblato?
Sherblato.
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 Sherblato. So thank you, Chris. Oh, you're becoming an expert at pouring now. And this is how he spilled wine on my couch like maybe 2 weeks ago.
I feel like that was last week.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago at the end of the show, for some reason I panicked and thought I didn't re-record after our
Yeah.
break. And I was like, oh my God, did I? And then I knocked over wine,
Yeah.
which is super important. I'm glad the listeners know.
I'll animate that.
In my week, I relaunched my channel. We got some new wine and weeders from Wine and Weed Heads.
Nucky. Stop it now.
Wine Heads and Weedos? Weedos and Wine Heads? Do you see what I did there?
Ooh.
If you see what I did there, leave it in the comments. I saw what you did there. But welcome if you're a new subscriber to Wine and Weeds. Feel free to give us AKAs or AKAs for the show in the comments. But without further ado, let's hear this dog story.
Let's jump into the real,
Because
okay?
someone's like, I don't need your self-promotion bullshit, Chris Reinacher. I want to hear what happened
Chris
to
Reinacher, first
Nucky.
of all, I'm a huge supporter of your channel. I watch them randomly sometimes just because, which means I'm kind of crushing on you.
Oh,
No, but
thank
seriously,
you.
no, I watch your videos sometimes. I show people your videos. So I'm like, yeah, they'll be like, what does he do? And I'm like, he's really talented across the board. These are all the different things he does. And I'll just show them some of your work, man. So I'm a big fan.
Oh, thanks, man.
Big
You want
fan.
to hear something funny?
Yeah.
There's this one of the top comments right now is like so, like is so like strangely fucked up. Like it's like complimentary, but at the same time it's like fucked up. It's like, hey, I found you, and I feel like I found you before everybody else, and I don't want anyone to know about you.
What the hell?
And I'm like, I read it when it was posted. I was like, this is a fucked up comment. I read it
Yeah.
out loud to my friend, and they were like, that is fucked up. And then like the next day, it's one of the top rated comments.
But it's not really fucked up. It's how everyone feels. Everyone feels
Yeah.
about everything. If it's good music, you're like, I was on that before everyone else was. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't give a shit. We're all on it now. But people love to be first. People love to be first.
Oh, here it is. Wait, can I just read it really quick?
You got it, man.
I'm in this weird spot where I want people to discover you so that you get also the success you deserve. And I also want you not to become mainstream so I can have this channel as a little treasure of undiscovered content for me. Am I the only one? And I was like,
what the hell?
this is so fucked
If you
up.
want the content to keep going, obviously.
Yeah, watch the channel, man. I need to make money. And then I was almost like at the beginning, I was like, should I reply or even like mute this comment?
Yeah.
Like this get
No,
fucked
I
up.
think
I wouldn't, so I didn't. But then I go back like a few hours later, it has 51 upvotes.
Oh my
It's one
god.
of the top comments
Yeah,
in 24 hours. One
Just
of the
like
top
the video,
comments
guys.
Everyone
is
feels
I
that
love
way.
you, so I don't want people to
All
know
right,
who you
Chris,
are.
I wrote the comment. I don't want you to go mainstream, okay? I don't want you to be big time.
it's me. Anyway, let's hear about what happened to. So somebody stole Nucky and Wrigley and then decided that they weren't worth it.
All right, so I'll get into this. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to this plane that's driving down.
So
Bye.
we'll stop right now because of the plane.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
So let's get into it.
So let's get into it, man.
What
Let's get into
the
it. Now
hell
my mic is
happened
fixed.
to these canines?
So I feel good now. Okay. So, I'm trying to think how to tell this story first. How can I really dive into this? This is hard for me, guys. This is hard for me. My children went missing, and it broke my heart. So I wasn't feeling my best about 2 days ago, and my girlfriend may have left the front door slightly cracked on accident. I was in the house, so I think she just wasn't thinking about like closing the door and locking it because I was here. So she was like, oh, she left it slightly cracked or whatever, and the wind blew the door open. So naturally, dogs are dogs. Dogs are going to do what dogs do or what animals do, and they're going to explore if they get the opportunity. So my dogs don't know any better, and they've gotten out before, but every time they get out, they simply go across the street, and they come back. Weird. Don't know why they do it. They piss me off with it, but they do it. Nucky, every once in a while, he'll leave out the front door, go across the street, and come right back, right? He's done it maybe twice. My neighbors, before I've had actual footage of Nucky doing it, and it's been both times like, okay, this is fucking insane, but whatever.
But you never find him like down the street or anything.
No, I've never found them like down the street. Nucky has just like, my neighbors like literally have footage. They've brought it to me and be like, hey, he got out. We brought him back. He's crazy. And I was like, what the fuck? But thank you for bringing him back. Cool. So today, not actually today, but that day I come downstairs. I'm like, okay, let me get, they hadn't bothered me in like 20 minutes. They bother me a lot. They love me. They bother me a lot. So I noticed they're not really bothering me, and I'm like, where the fuck are Nucky and Wrigley? So I go downstairs, and I just start screaming, Nucky, Wrigley. They're nowhere to be found, right? I'm like, okay. Wrigley sometimes, it sounds very posh of her, but Wrigley sometimes is outside sunbathing, laying in the sun, relaxing.
Getting a tan.
So I was like, okay, Wrigley's probably outside sunbathing. Nucky's probably not too far behind. I go into the backyard. They're not there. So I'm just at this point like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm so scared because the door is open. So then I freak out. I run out the front door. I'm just saying, Nucky, Wrigley, Nucky, Wrigley. They're not coming anywhere close to me. They're not around. I'm like, my dogs are gone.
You're having this like parent moment from Kramer vs. Kramer where he like runs through the city looking for his child.
I'm like, my dogs are fucking gone. I immediately call my girlfriend. I'm like, what the fuck? You couldn't lock the fucking front door? You knew the dogs were downstairs with you. What's going on? The dogs are gone. And I will say this much. I said, if they are gone, we are through.
No, really?
Yeah, I was sad.
Yeah.
I was really broken. Those are my kids. So I didn't know how to handle it at the moment.
It's like put you in a crazy emotional place.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, these
That'd be scary.
are my actual kids. Like, why? Where are my dogs?
Yeah.
So I start rushing up and down the street. This is a side story. This is kind of a stupid part of the story, but I'll tell it anyway. I couldn't find the Jeep key, so I had to stroll the neighborhood in a Ferrari looking for the dogs. Like, oh my God, I'm yelling out to the car, yelling.
Even in moments of crisis, you're reminded of your privilege.
Yeah, and I hated it. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I was like, where the fuck are they at? I just knew I was going to like pull up down the street and see either Nucky or Wrigley somewhere and pull over, park, whatever, run to them immediately, and they're nowhere to be found. I'm going blocks and blocks and blocks. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, where are my dogs? Like, they mean so much to me. So I started to get really teary-eyed, start crying. I'm like, where are my dogs at, man? Like, these are my kids.
Yeah.
So at this point, a whole hour has went by. I don't know where they are. I'm like, this is.
They're also like little dogs. They're French bulldogs. They don't like run around.
If you know about Frenchies, they can't. My dogs can barely take a walk around the block without breathing too much and stopping. So they'll stop. They'll stop somewhere. So they're not going to go too far because they don't really like walks because they can't breathe that. Nucky can't breathe that well. Wrigley can breathe well, but she doesn't enjoy walking. So I was like, they didn't go far.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go far. Like, and then also they don't know the neighborhood. They're not the kind of dogs like we're gonna explore too much.
Yeah.
They're like, we still love our home. We love home. We love our parents. We love.
And Nucky's just fascinated with shadows. So you'd think he'd just get like a block and then he'd get
Nucky's
caught up.
Shadows, but he's also, he loves attention and he loves people. And Nucky's very loving. He's crazy. He can be very vicious on one hand, and then he can also be very loving. Like, he'll lick you until you're like, okay, chill out. But, you know, hours went by, and I'll dive into the story. I'm trying to make it a little shorter. But if you guys don't know, in my neighborhood, I have a dude that does neighborhood watch around here that,
this guy.
I don't know George Zimmerman, but this guy is the exact replica.
So when you moved in, this guy asked for your phone number. I remember
My phone number,
in.
my email, and he was just letting me know, like, I run neighborhood watch. This is how I look at things. And I think he kind of, he's a volunteer. He's a good guy. But I think this is probably one of the last things he has to do in life. So he's like, I take this to fucking heart. This is what I do. I do neighborhood watch now. And I'm like, calm down.
But he is definitely like waiting for this.
He's
one.
waiting for, this is
My
what
time
he
to shine.
may have stole my dog. I don't know. I don't know. But in this very moment, I'm like, fuck it. Neighborhood watch guy, you want something to do, you got some fucking work to do. So I go to his house, I knock on his door, and I let him know, hey, man, I need you. I need you now.
I see him like putting on a cape.
You want to work
"The
on
day
this?
has come."
I need you to work on this. So he's like, I'll come to your house in 5 minutes. I'll be there. And I'm pretty sure he like took a shot of steroids or something. Something to get him juiced up really quick. Woo, I'm ready to go. So he gets to my house, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know where my dogs are still. This. My girl's finally back home. She's crying because she, is probably feeling like it's her fault somewhat at that moment. So I'm like, okay, Sterling, think. Duh, you have cameras. Go over your cameras, Sterling. You have a lot of cameras. A lot of fucking cameras. No, I'm joking. So I'm like, you got a lot of cameras. You got a good system. Go and look at your camera footage. So I started running back all my camera footage, and voila, at 10:47 a.m. on whichever day it was, Friday, I guess. Friday, a lady picked up Nucky in Wrigley. She first looks as though
Nucky and Wrigley on the camera are in the street or in the driveway?
They had already crossed the street. They're crossed back to the driveway now. So in my head, they're coming up the driveway. She didn't give them the opportunity to come up the driveway. She picked them up. So she grabs them. Cool. I'm not mad at the lady because I'm not that type of person. I look at everything. I try to put myself in different people's shoes. So I'm not mad at her at this point. And then in the camera, she
could just be a good Samaritan.
It could be a good Samaritan that was like, hey, you know what? Your dogs got hit by a car. I wanted to save their lives. So I made sure they were out of the street. So I don't want to jump to conclusions and tell myself this person is stealing my dogs. Because as far as I know, she's not stealing my dogs. She's helping me. So she has a weird point in the actual video where she points at my house. So my guess is my front door was still open, cracked open, or open enough that she's pointing at the door saying, oh, they must have come out of that house. They must have come out of the house. So she's talking to like she comes over and talks to like the construction workers. They're doing work on my block. And the construction worker's on the phone, so he waves her off. He's like, hey, I'm on the phone right now. Like, if you can kind of leave me alone, I'm doing work. And she's
more of a cat person.
Yeah, I think she's saying like, oh, do you know these dogs? Like all that good shit. The dude's kind of like waving her off because he's like, I'm on the phone, sweetie, but no, I don't know the dogs. Cool. So then from there, she picks the dogs up and then she walks off camera. She walks out of the shop. So I don't know from there what has happened to my dogs. Really, I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know where you went. You could have done anything with my dogs from this moment on.
You've already posted and stuff about that? Are people all posting right now?
I didn't post yet at this time. I think I was trying to wait.
Right.
Because I was praying for someone that just wanted to be a good Samaritan that was like, hey, there are dogs in the street. I had to run an errand really quick. I had put them in my house for the last 2 hours, but I was bringing them back.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's 11 o'clock. This person could have worked from 11 to 7, 8. So I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I'm like, if we make it to midnight, though, all the way to midnight, you've stolen my dogs. Because You've not even tried to bring them back in this area, in this community, knock on doors, ring doorbell, anything. So at this point, you've stolen my dogs. If you do all of that, I mean, if we make it to midnight and I don't hear anything. And luckily, two of my neighbors across the street have cameras as well. I asked them, can I use their footage? I'm like, can you go back to the time around 10:47? Can I look at your footage? And because I get a better vantage point from that side of the street pointing toward my house. So I see the lady again at 10:47 in their cameras, and she picks up the dogs, and you can see her go a little further. And she walks off camera again, but luckily we saw her talk to we saw then a man that owned one of the new houses being built. We saw him talk to the construction worker. So my neighbor was like, oh, I know that guy. I know the guy that's building the house. If nothing else, he talked to the construction worker. Maybe the construction worker talked to her.
Wow.
Maybe we can start narrowing this down. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get his number.
Sure.
We got his number, and we first called him. It was weird, and he was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then my neighbor was like kind of aggressive. He's like, fucking dude, I see you in my video talking to the construction worker. You're lying.
Okay, so you're at your neighbor's house now looking through their security?
We're at my house. Everyone's just brought their camera stuff over.
Oh, but you have like multiple
iPad or phones. Yeah, we're all just looking at different like applications, apps and stuff to look at our footage. But I see that and I'm like, okay, cool. So we call the guy. I see you talking to one of your construction workers. You know the guy. And then he puts his little thinking cap on for 2 seconds, and he's like, oh, shit, I actually do know exactly who you're talking about. I do have his number. Let me grab it. I actually got it today. Okay, whatever. We don't care.
What?
I don't care at this point. I'm like, okay, just get the number.
That's a little strange, but okay.
We get that guy's number, and we call him. His name is Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan. Really good guy. Jonathan didn't have to do any of this stuff. And
Jonathan is the construction worker.
He's the construction worker, in which she looks as though on the video she keeps asking, hey, do you know these dogs? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Jonathan then tells us, hey, not only did I see her and I spoke to her, she was really sketchy in my opinion. So I got her number. I asked them for their number before they could leave.
What? Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan came through clutch.
Wow.
He was like, I didn't know them at all, but they came across a little weird. So I said to them, can I have your number just in case someone comes looking for these dogs? Because I didn't want the dogs to be in the street either. So I'm like, Jonathan, I appreciate you.
Jonathan, the guy who's on the phone.
He's the guy on the phone in the video. Yeah. Jonathan not only did that, Jonathan took a picture of their car as well.
Wow.
He didn't get the license plate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't get the license plate, but he did get the car. He was like, I couldn't get
Silver
the license
Prius.
plate.
I don't know
I
what car.
did get the car. The car.
That also kind of gives you a bad vibes alert, which would be a little scary to be you at this point in the story.
It didn't give me bad vibes just yet. I thought maybe he was just taking the right precautions and saying, okay, I don't know these people, so maybe they could have done anything. Let me just do the right thing.
Super cool for that.
So
Jonathan rocks.
Jonathan does.
Not a cat person.
Jonathan's dope.
Yeah, not a cat person.
Turns out he's the dog guy.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't care.
He's a construction worker, so he may be a cat caller, but not a cat
Hey.
person. I'm joking. No, but Jonathan, so that I go through all of that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Jonathan's like, here's their numbers. Then it was another individual, which I did not see on camera. The lady who picks up my dogs, I kept thinking she lived in the neighborhood because she looks as though on the camera that she just has on like yoga pants. So I'm like, oh, she lives around here. She's taking a walk.
Yeah.
So she's taking a walk over here. She lives over here. When we
Okay.
got a little closer, they're not yoga pants. They were jeans. They look like yoga pants for me, like, because she's kind of far down my driveway. So I thought they were yoga pants. Cool, whatever. She not only did not have on yoga pants, she got out of a car. So they were just driving through the neighborhood. She jumped out of the car and picked the dogs up and put them back in her car. That's why all the houses had no clue on which I was talking about, what I was talking about, because those people don't even live over here. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, I did get their names. It was Ray and Rosie. I call who I think is Ray or Rosie, and I said, hey, I'm calling. Is this Ray or Rosie? And I guess at first I could have came across as a bill collector because he's like, no. And I'm like, this isn't Ray or Rosie? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, I think you found my dogs earlier. I'm just calling about these dogs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have the, yeah, we have the dogs. Yeah, we got them. One of them has like bad breathing. I know. These are my dogs.
Yeah, we'd like to return one of them.
Yeah, I'm like, look. So he's like, one of them has bad breathing. Like, yeah. I'm like, well, I just want to know, can I get my dogs? Like, I just want my dogs. Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now.
What the fuck?
If you can hit me in like an hour or so.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll bring you the dogs. I'll bring you the dogs in like an hour. I'm in my head like, I don't want to make this dude pissed off or something. You have my dog.
I don't want to hang up with him before I have the dogs
in this
my
moment.
hand.
So I say, okay, in an hour? And he's like, yeah. Only reason I did hang up because I'm like, well, you left your real number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So you could have easily just changed one fucking number
Yeah.
if you wanted to keep the dogs.
yeah.
So in my head, I'm trying to
Okay.
give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
let me fucking, okay, I'll call you back in an hour. So I text him, thank you so much, all this nice stuff. Thank you so much again. Those dogs mean so much to me. I love those dogs. I can read the real text messages verbatim if you want me to.
Do you want to? Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's
Sounds
okay.
like
as
the
long as
right
they don't say
idea.
their name. Timestamps, everything.
This
It
is a
really
lot
is,
of
right?
detective work.
Wait, so 10:47 is when like they were picked up. How long did it take you to realize when you started looking for them? Like around what time was that?
When I had this call with him,
No. When you were like, I haven't seen my dogs in a while. Like how long?
if it was 10:47, the dogs
Yeah.
I picked up probably 11:05.
Gosh, damn, like super quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I texted him. The first thing I texted him, I lost you because the phone cut out. But thanks so much. I can come get them right now if you like. Because he said he's going to bring them in an hour. But I was like, but I can also come and get them.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, or in an hour. I didn't want to be too pushy.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks again. So he didn't say anything. He didn't respond to me. This was at 7:32 p.m.
Oof.
So if you can imagine,
Oh
my
my
dogs got
God.
taken at 10:47. It's at 7:32 p.m.
Yeah.
I texted him at 8:25. I didn't wait a full hour. Guess what, guys? Because I'm a concerned father.
Yeah, waiting
So-
that long is pretty chill.
So I texted him at 8:25 and said, "How's it looking?" I lied. I will not lie. I mean, I won't lie to you guys, but I did lie to him because he'd already mentioned Nucky's breathing. So I said, "How's it looking? I have Nucky's asthma here. I appreciate it."
Do you have Nucky's asthma, like asthma meds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nucky does not have asthma, but I knew he didn't know that. He's already mentioned Nucky's breathing. So I'm like, maybe he'll feel bad that Nucky doesn't have his medicine.
Yeah.
And he'll bring my dog back right now.
That's solid detective work.
He says, I get this message now.
Whoa. It is a full entire text page.
Yeah, I am a little sad because I like the female, Wrigley, my dog. So he's already fucking singled out that he doesn't like Nucky, basically. I like the female. She's a real sweetie. And now I need to tell my girl, she was the one who really made sure I stopped so we could call them, take them with us, because she was worried they're going to be hit by a car. And I know she's going to be sad that she needs to go back now. She already bonding with them. She's already bonding with them.
What?
They're not your fucking
What
dog.
the fuck? Oh, yeah. Maybe he's bonded with them by raising them their entire fucking
For
lives.
fucking years.
What are you
Let me,
talking
guys,
about?
Let me
Oh,
continue
these
to read
guys.
this.
No.
So give me a few minutes to talk with her and let her say goodbye.
Oh my god.
This is already an hour later. Like you told me to like an hour, you bring them, and now you gotta get. I have to give you more time. So
Also, he obviously thought about exactly what to say
100%.
before
So-
sending this, which means that his intentions lie underneath that
so
text.
give me a few minutes to talk with her and say goodbye. I let her know from the start that this may only be temporary.
What do you mean? Good idea.
Even if I didn't hear from you, we are not in a so. I don't live in a shitty neighborhood, guys, and I didn't give you all the insight. So when Jonathan took a picture of the car, I'm not judging anyone. I don't care. I know I'm blessed.
It was an older car.
It was an older car,
wasn't-
and it looked as though it was an older pickup truck. And it looked as though it had trash in the back. So to me, it made me feel as though they may drive around and look for trash to make money. People
Oh,
do that.
okay. They like trash bags in the back.
No,
Not just
trash like metals and cans and
Okay.
stuff to
recyclables.
Recyclables to get money from it. People do it all the time. So in my head, I'm like, okay, you may not be in the best of positions.
Okay.
So he said, we are not in a position right now for doing it. We just lost the house we had. So he starts to hit me with a sob story.
Oh my God.
So we just lost the house we had the last year and a half.
Dude, this is
In the
crazy.
last week, and taking care of dogs properly is a lot of commitment and cost that we are not able to take on. And these dogs, from what I'm reading, are very expensive and tend to be produced by artificial insemination and have health problems. But of course, its arguments of reason don't matter that much when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just give me a few minutes. I'll hit you back up.
That's what he said?
Swear to God.
What the fuck is that?
I'm very glad that you brought your actual phone out to read the actual messages because it's crazy that these are. I would think you were exaggerating if those weren't the actual messages.
Yeah.
That's
And
insane.
so then I say, yeah, those dogs are my children. I've had them for years. I love them. I'm sorry about your situation again. I'll bring you a reward for keeping them safe for the day. If you can give me an address, I can come meet you right now. Thanks.
How does it feel?
He didn't
to go
respond
through these?
again for 10, 15 minutes right there. So then I just cut to the chase. What do you need for me to get my dogs back? I need my children. He then, I'm not making this up, obviously I can show the camera as well, sends me a GIF. GIF, a GIF.
He sent you a Bitmoji?
That says, more money, more problems.
Oh my fucking
So it becomes a hostage situation.
I'm going to be honest. I did not know it was going to go this far. Oh, my
They
God.
wrote me, more money, more problems. Which, looking back, me getting my dog, kind of a funny gift to send someone when you want to be a fucking asshole.
You're like, touche. Oh, wait. I was wondering, like, I mean, how does it feel to read these texts and those moments in between? Are you like, what the fuck? Are you with Kana? How are you taking these in? Do you have a group of friends?
I'm with my brother, Frank. I'm with Kat, his wife. I'm with Mike. And I'm with, Kana. So it's 5 of us.
Wow.
So we're all just.
So
like,
you're all reading My Money, My Problems and going like, what the
it's
hell?
it's me, Mike, and Frank at this point together in the bar, just playing pool and stuff, talking. And because before this, we
Not
thought
at the bar, in your house.
in the house.
In your house playing pool.
Playing pool. I'm sorry. Before this, I kind of thought, okay, well, we'll definitely get the dogs back. This person's responding. This. So I don't get, so we're kind of separated. Everyone's not panicking anymore at this moment until we see more money, more problems. And then everyone, of course, goes back to us just being, real ones. Are like, fuck this. We should beat his ass. We should fuck him up.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
what you do at this point.
We
to
should
somebody like
fuck
this.
this dude up. So
Well, I mean, that's what this person
I didn't
deserves.
want to panic. I didn't want to panic, guys. I wrote, how much?
Okay.
Because I love my kids.
Right.
And he didn't know I had a number in my head that I was not willing to pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had already told myself, look,
$50.
listen here.
Yeah.
You reach my number, nigga. You got 2 new dogs on your hands.
Yeah.
Those are your kids now. You right.
Oh my god.
So I was going to haggle the fuck out of him. I was going to negotiate the shit to get these dogs back. I said, how much? This is when I kind of felt as though maybe he's in a real situation, a real scenario where they don't have real money, because he wrote, I have a receipt or 2 from Walgreens or whatever store because we needed leashes. So we were planning on keeping them. They bought leashes for them. They probably renamed them and shit. Who knows?
Well, I wonder what their fake names were.
Yeah, fucking.
Munchy.
They're like really similar.
That's more money. That's more problem.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no.
he says Walgreens or whatever store because we needed leashes and collars. Okay, so we can handle them and some food. Unfortunately, kind of got ripped off right there on prices. Like he gets to like this weird.
Wow. Okay.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you getting ripped off.
Yeah,
I
okay.
want my dog.
You want to get
stole
reimbursed?
my
dog.
Okay.
Some food. Unfortunately, kind of got ripped off right there. Prices. What are we gonna say? Walmart, right? Am I right?
Oh my god.
Wait,
No, he
did
did
he really right? Okay.
They sent another gift.
He's like, ripped off the prices, but maybe you can return it for
What if
credit.
he was really good at gifts, like during this hostage situation?
Yeah. Wait, so then he says, return it or get credit or cash back. I paid cash for it, but yeah, my expenses back and your generosity and a big reward. If you can afford to be generous, it would greatly be appreciated for keeping them safe. My girl is taking things better than I actually expected. Yeah. You think she's known him for 7 hours, you asshole? Tells him,
And she only really likes one of them.
Yeah, she only likes one. Like, and it's funny because we've always said that if Nucky and really got kidnapped, they would spend one day with Nucky and they would return them. And it really happened.
That was my joke.
It really happened. So, wait, my girl's baby, can you meet me at McDonald's or Ralph's on blah, 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 blah. And
McDonald's is such the real
that's the
spot
real
where
to
shit
bring
goes
a hostage.
down.
Yeah, it really is. He was like, in the next 20 minutes, right? I said, be there before then. So, a lot of different things are going through me and my group's head. So, it's me, Mike, my brother, Kana, and Kat. And we're like, how do we play this thing out? So, I'm sorry. I forgot a major point in the story. When I got off the phone with the guy, the very first thing I said was, oh, that person does a lot of drugs.
Okay.
I
I kind of got that by the way you kind of
yeah.
like
I told
this,
the neighbors this, but I'm one of the only black guys on this block, so I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, it was a motherfucking crackhead on the phone. I like just said I think the person was on drugs. Sounds a little sketchy, but I knew as soon as they left, I said, hey y'all, it's a fucking meth head on the other side of that phone. I can tell this person's on meth like right now, and I just know that Nucky. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Shouldn't have paid the money is what I'm saying. So I'm like, it's a meth head. Okay, cool. So fast forward again, we're like, okay, we're all getting there. We're like, let's not all be together. We can't have 5 people get out the car. It'll look aggressive. They may just drive off and be like, oh shit, I was too afraid they're gonna beat our asses. So we thought the best way to do this was I would just stand alone. And say, okay. And then my brother's wife, she was like, I'll stand with you. That's fine. We can have 2 people. That's cool. But Mike was like, I gotta go in 7-Eleven and get cash. And Mike was like, no, I have cash. He had $200. And I was like, no, I want to get more than that just in case this becomes a real situation where they're going to ask for real money. $200 is like, here, take this, get the fuck out of here. In my opinion, for dogs that looked at it and already know they're expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me go get a couple more $100 out and I'll just keep it at my max I'll give right now. If I get the dogs, it's $500. But then I started thinking, I was like, this dude doesn't deserve $500. Like, fuck this dude.
No.
I was
Doesn't
like,
deserve anything.
I was like, put 300 in one pocket, put 200 in the other, as every black person does when we negotiate. And
That's a good tactic all around, no matter what skin color you have.
I didn't know if you used it. I just could speak from my perspective. But so he pulled. Oh, so I see a police car across the street parked.
Oh.
So I tell Kana and Mike, hey, you guys go over there and talk to them. Kana,
Smart.
if you don't know, is my girlfriend who's a white girl. I'm like, baby, you got the biggest advantage in this scenario. And then I said, you know what? Fuck that. My best friend is Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, actually, baby, you and Mike might be equal for once. You guys go out together and go make some shit happen. So I'm like, you guys drive up there and talk to the police. So one of my favorite parts of the story, or the funny parts of the story, is that Mike and Kana were like, yeah, it's perfect. They'll know who Mike is. They'll come over there. They'll arrest these people if we want them to. They'll do whatever we want them to do because we'll get that privilege because Michael B. Jordan, the Michael B. Jordan, is in the building.
Killmonger is missing his dog.
Creed, Adonis Creed is missing his dog.
Johnny Storm.
15 minutes go by of those Mike and kind of talking to those police officers. They have zero idea who Michael B. Jordan is.
Whoa, Connor Walker?
We love. Okay, I'm a cross.
But they were wearing House of CB.
Police officers have a House of CB, just a badge.
Wait a second. Check this out. Check it out.
Is that a split? No. So Mike says he's talking to them for 15 minutes. They have no idea until they're like, all right, we're going to put it in our fake notepad. What's your name? And she's like, Connor Walker. And they're like, oh, Connor Walker, cool. And what's your name? And Mike, of course, goes above and beyond and says, Michael B. Jordan. And they say, look, oh, man. Can you let the window down more? Oh, shit, that is you. All right. Maybe we'll wait. Okay, we weren't listening
With
for
the
the first
dogs?
15 minutes. What was this about again?
Oh my.
No, so I'm in the parking lot. They get out the car, and I immediately just say, Nucky Wrigley. And they come to me. They come running to me immediately. And I'm just like happy to see them. But then as the lady walks up, the camera wasn't, I guess, extremely clear because it's just very clear. And no, I don't want to judge. I don't want to sound like I'm judging anyone. I pray and hope they can get through whatever they're getting through. But they were clearly meth addicts. Like they were clearly on drugs, even in that moment.
Meth in like a tweaky way,
No,
or in
meth
like
meth.
because when you're talking to them
when I say-
before, they almost sounded like prescription pill people.
No,
like
meth
heroin.
for me is like your skin is being ripped apart.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
You have
there's
holes-
like stage 4
obvious-
meth.
You have holes in your skin. You're
Teeth,
probably looking for trash. If I can put this story together, again, it was me doing detective work. I could be completely wrong, not judging anyone, but if I can put the story together, you're probably looking for trash to make money to buy more meth. And in this situation, you're like, we'll get a reward, honey, so we're good. We're good for food or whatever else it is. I'm pretty sure you can't just survive off just meth, but
they can try.
so, you know what? I look at her, and I am a person with a big heart and probably a soft heart, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this for what it is. My dogs are not dead. I have them back right now in my hand. You somewhat, even if you don't know the house exactly, you somewhat know where I live. I'm gonna just go ahead and give you this money, and let you go your way. I'll go my way. And we'll continue and start our lives over. As we got here, and I had the dogs in, Nucky is very weird. As you guys may have already seen me yelling at Nucky. He has a lot of stuff on his brain at all times. But
Nucky, if you've seen us, I feel like Nucky is the tethered version of Wrigley. He's kind of
well, Nucky's definitely the tethered version of himself.
yeah. I think it's just
I
the
think
tethered
the real
version of
Nucky
Nucky.
is underground.
So
And he's
somewhere.
the leader. He's the
He's
leader.
great. He is the leader. Yes,
He
100%.
has a PhD.
But
Yeah, he's a
this
really smart
Nucky is kind of just
This
seeing
Nucky's-
things that we can't
This
see.
Nucky is just radio. Have you ever seen the movie
yeah,
Radio?
with Cuba Gooding Jr. That's an interesting way to say it.
It's a fact.
Radio is good at football, though. What does Nucky got? Or did Radio just have a great attitude?
He had a great attitude.
Oh, okay,
And was loving.
good.
Nucky's loving.
That's good. No,
He
I
has a
get
great
it.
attitude.
Okay. Wow.
So he got
what
home.
What a whirlwind. So you gave them all $500?
No, I gave him 300.
Okay.
I gave
But
him
you
300.
did have
I
the
thought it
choice
was
to
fair.
reach
Yeah.
for 200 or reach for 300.
Yeah, well, I already knew I was 300 on my left hand side. I gave him 300. I was like, you know what? Hopefully this covers the leashes and whatever you guys want to eat, and hopefully you're not put into an addiction. But if you are, hopefully you can get high as fuck for whatever you need.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
No,
No, but you just.
I didn't really talk to them.
Oh,
I
boom,
just
split.
said I took my dog. She tried to explain how she was. I felt like the lady was very sincere. I felt like her boyfriend was trying to take advantage of the situation, and I think once he saw who the owner was, he saw I wasn't with the bullshit. I wasn't fucking gonna play no games with him, and he saw my brother was there too. My brother walked up a little later, and I think he realized, okay, I get my ass beat. I got that car, so he actually stayed in the car. He sent this girl out by herself.
Wow.
He stayed in the car. The person that was texting
The person
me,
who was literally talking to you on the phone. That's fucked up.
the same individual that texted me more money, more problems, is the same one who stayed in the car like a little bitch. And I mean that.
And sent his girlfriend out.
Yeah, sent this girlfriend out. So
Come on.
I'm like, cool. I get my dogs back home. Again, no judgment. First thing I'm thinking is we're taking baths immediately. I bathed them up. I bathed them as soon as possible. And I bathed them immediately. And Nucky is acting really, really strange. A lot of anxiety. He's breathing really hard. Every time. There's one thing I noticed. I'm not even making this up. This is all facts. every time someone reached for Wrigley, he got very territorial, stood over her, and started growling, which said to me he was trying to protect her the whole time they were gone. He knew once they got somewhere, we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, I may fuck up a lot, but this situation, my parents don't hate me this much. Whatever it was. I don't know where they live, but the guy said they were not in a great position. So he, in Nucky's privileged fucking head, was like, something's off. Something's off.
Wow, you know?
So
Hell
he started
yeah,
being
Nucky.
very territorial over Wrigley for the whole day, the whole night that he was here. He didn't really let my brother and Mike and my girl really touch Wrigley. He kept standing over her. The only person he let touch Wrigley was me, and that's because I've been with them from day one. And he wasn't really nice to me in the beginning. I had to feed him a lot of snacks, give him a lot of hugs before he started trying to kiss me again. And I was like, whoa, we'll start tomorrow, crack breath. No, but seriously, I was like, yo, dude, I'm just happy you're home. I'm happy my kids are home. But it was a very interesting situation.
That's a redemption story for Nucky, too, you know?
Wow.
I hope if Nucky ever hears us talk bad, he also gets to hear us talk good right now.
Nah, he's asleep.
He's actually asleep. Yeah, he's actually asleep.
I said his name. He didn't respond at all. I was like, way to go, Nucky. And he's gone.
Yeah, but that was a very eventful story. I wish I could have made it funnier. It wasn't really that funny.
it was like a feature.
It was suspenseful.
Yeah,
though.
that was great.
Thanks. I was really hurt though. I was really sad, and you know the whole thing kept going in my head the whole day. Nucky and Wrigley didn't make it home, and actually home to like eat out of their bowls and drink water until like 11:45 p.m. So they were gone for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's a journey. That's a movie about Nucky and Wrigley. It's an animated movie.
And we're pitching this to the different studios right now. So if you guys want to buy the movie Nucky and Wrigley, what if the studio responds, we're really into Wrigley, but Nucky will pass. We really like the girl. She's sweet. No. But yeah, that's kind of what's happened in the past 2 days, guys. It's not, I guess, you know, it's not really pop culture news. I guess I'm kind of known.
You know, we're allowed to talk about ourselves in this too. You know, I think we started this being like, we'll talk about news of the week, pop culture of the week, and we'll talk about, you know, what's going on in our lives. I feel like we're reserved for stories like this.
This is true.
You know?
I also feel like I've been talking too much, so I want to give you all the room in the world, Chris, to tell me what's going on in the news. What's going on this week? It's also 420 right now.
Hey!
420. We're
Man, I
taping.
need to get a hit of that then.
Let him get a hit of
Hit
that.
that, John Ross. Okay. What is going on in the news? What do you want to start with, something light or heavy? I don't even know if that was light or heavy. I don't know how to switch it out.
I would say that's pretty heavy, man.
I think that was heavy,
I was like on my seat. Like if they weren't here right now, I would have been like, no fucking way.
Move.
Can I jump into some breaking news right now? We might not keep it.
Okay.
Breaking news right now. Someone I know, someone that's really cool, like a good dude he's been trying to put back into his community and do a lot of right things. Nipsey Hussle was shot 6 times right now outside of his store in Crenshaw area in Los Angeles today. So prayers up
Close by.
to Nipsey Hussle. Prayers up to
Definitely.
Lauren London. Prayers up to all my family that knows Nipsey, from Lenny to Carp to everyone, and just prayers up for Nipsey. We keep your family in prayer, man. I pray that you push through and you fight through because you're a strong man.
Damn. Same.
No. We might not keep that there.
All right, I got a story. I got something that just came out in the news yesterday. It's that Tinder will start a height verification program. Do you have the info on this, John?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a April Fool's.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Oh, it is? It was on March 29th. Are you allowed to do that shit?
It appears that I fell prey to an early April Fool's joke. Well played, Tinder. That's on the same article.
An early
I think that's the move, though. I think the new move is like making
If you
sure you do
update it.
April Fools a day before or 2 days before. It's like a surprise birthday party on the actual day of that person's birthday. That's a shitty surprise.
Are you saying that just every fakeness is gonna spread? No, we have a fake holiday now. Actually, the days around it, you can also make shit up. Actually, you can make shit up. What if on April Fool's tomorrow, Jesse Smollett was just like, "You guys, it was an early April Fool's.
I did it.
It was an early April Fool's. It's fine. It was a joke." That's like just now. Fat Burger said they're gonna change their name to Skinny Burger.
Scat Burger.
Scat Burger. No, Fat Burger just said they're gonna call themselves Skinny Burger.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's obviously an April Fool's,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's April Fool.
So today's March 31st. We can really call out these April Fools before they happen.
What about that IHOP thing? Wasn't it like, weren't they?
Yeah,
I forgot what they
IHOP.
became. Yeah, IHOP. But
Yeah,
that
but
wasn't even April Fool's at all.
they
Right?
didn't
They
even-
just did that for 2 weeks to get people to go to
Okay.
IHOP to try it, and then they were like, "No, we're still IHOP,"
Okay, got it.
which I thought was pretty fucking smart.
It's like
Yeah, I mean, it came
Tinder.
there.
It's like Tinder. It's like the internet found out about April Fools. I feel like 10 years ago.
Do we want to read out this article to say what Chris got fooled by first?
I
got fooled by it too.
I read it on r/NotTheOnion, which is it's a Reddit, it's a subreddit that finds real stories that sound too fake to be real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so literally I was like, wow, that's crazy. It was literally from
that's a good
site.
place to put an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, you're right.
I wonder if that person that posted that though got fooled.
I'm pretty sure all Reddit got fooled.
In your face, Reddit. You got fooled. Fooled the fooler.
Well, just go over it really quick though.
Yeah, the article itself says that Tinder is introducing a tool that will verify how tall you really are.
Oh, okay. Tom Cruise was panicking.
One of the quotes says, "It comes to our attention that most of you 5'10ers out there are actually 5'6". The charade must stop."
Oh, this is hilarious. Well, women feel this way. This is an actual, even though it's an April Fool's, women are going to push back and be like, no, we want this to really happen. Please make these
They're
motherfuckers
gonna be like, wait, I got
verify.
really excited for this, and now I'm very disappointed.
I was about to get verified on Tinder.
A bunch
man.
of dudes.
Yeah, imagine getting a blue check because you over 5'10".
What's hilarious is that it outraged so many guys too. Guys were like, "Well, you better start putting a weight verification on there too now."
Those are all short guys.
Ah!
No 6'5" guy was like, this is bullshit.
And he was probably
Why
like,
are you bullying
"Dope.
my little bro?
This is awesome." I actually feel like I've never noticed the tall guy thing as much as I have until recently in my life. I feel like I hadn't noticed particularly that like tall guys have it easy with women.
You know what? I it's weird. I do okay, I'm not that tall, y'all. I'm like 5'11", not like the fake Tinder shit, real 5'11". And on a good day, I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot on a good day. So every once in a while, I can be 6 foot. But it's weird because I never feel like in LA I'm a short guy. Because people are short in LA. People are fucking short.
Yeah.
People are short. Because
People are short in LA.
actors, and all these actors are small. You guys know that all these actors are small. Okay. Here's a little fucking thing you guys can do. Go on my Instagram. Go through. I just told you my height. Go through my ridiculousness pictures and realize how many people are fucking little
Short.
people. They're little people.
You know what I bet it is? I bet it's like tall people were just like confident in their life, and the little people were like, I need attention in some other way, and I need to be better at this.
Yeah.
Let me sing.
That makes
Let
a lot
me
of
act. Let me perform for you.
That
And
makes
that's
a lot
why
of
all of the fucking people in LA are little performer people.
But I didn't realize. So I go, okay. So I do well in LA, 5'11", 6 foot. You're going to do well out here. You go to New York.
Oh, yeah.
You go to New York.
Yeah.
You are a little person. You
Yeah,
fucking
people
little
are
dwarf.
tall in
if
New
you
York.
don't go fucking sit down somewhere, you little man, everyone is 6'3" to 6'7" in New York.
That's
I'm
nuts.
like, how many of you niggas play for the Knicks? Oh, yeah, the Knicks are still trash.
I agree, though. We went to New York. I made that observation while we were there. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Chris
was
was
like,
like, we have to get a table because I have to stand on the booth. This has to happen.
everybody was so tall in New York City. And it wasn't like in certain crowds. It was like every group
crowd,
of people
every crowd
had all these talls in them.
Yeah,
I never made that observation.
yeah. Go, next time,
But
you
I
get
was
your-
in like
realize that
I was in
everyone's
Brooklyn. I don't know if it applies to Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn
It
people are
applies
short
everywhere.
again.
No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
not
No,
short.
just
I was in
kidding.
Williamsburg specifically.
Oh yeah,
so.
those are short people.
That'd be funny if there were little areas of town that short people gravitated towards. Man, yeah, that is funny how much. I think it's because the people I hang around are more varied heights than ever before. And to be honest, I noticed tall privilege. Tall privilege is a very real thing. My roommate is 6'7".
What do you mean tall privilege?
Tall
Because we can reach things that other people.
No.
Oh no, he's not talking about that. He is talking about with ladies.
I'm talking about with ladies. I'm not
ladies.
just talking about with ladies though. I'm also talking about the fact that I've just seen my roommate in dire situations just walk to the front of a line, and people just don't want to mess with a 6'7" guy. They're like, all right.
Whoa.
I mean, it's white and tall privilege.
Is that
It's
tall
white
privilege?
tall privilege.
No, yeah, but
Canadian privilege.
you gotta also.
It's totally tall privilege.
You know,
Tall
Devontae,
people can do things that you don't want to. You don't want to. It's not worth it to be like,
He's 6'7".
hey.
He
Yeah.
doesn't do that.
But
He's
it's
too
also-
timid.
Well, he's a very gentle
But you could
person.
I guess so.
This might be
I don't
off
think
topic,
you
but
do
you
it.
could be little with big dick energy though.
And I'm not saying my roommate bullies people. I'm saying that in situations I've been with him where I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have to like stand in this line. He's like, nah, just watch.
Let me tell y'all.
And he
this.
just
Wow.
walks
Let me
in,
tell
and people
y'all-
are like, all right, I don't want to fuck with him.
Let me tell y'all how much big dick energy Chris don't got.
What?
I just said you
Whoa.
could be little with big dick energy. That was his opportunity to say, I got big dick energy. Instead, he started
People
talking about
with
some
big
he
dick
started
energies
talking
don't
about
need
some
to
other
tell
shit.
you about how they have big dick
He's
energy.
not even worried. He know he got big dick.
I was
Nah,
finishing
you
a
can't-
thought.
Don't speak on that man's dick.
You're speaking on my dick.
I'm speaking on little dick. I can do that. When you start speaking about somebody having a big dick, you can't do that.
Well, you know,
Got it.
just in case
Gotta
they
cross
can't
the line.
feel it through the camera, they have to know.
Hey, if y'all comment, if y'all feel like Chris is possessing big dick energy
Wow.
on this motherfucking couch each week, and if he's not, let me tell y'all, he will change his whole swag
Wow.
for the listener.
Wow, you're trying to get the commenters to bully me?
So that means you don't think you got big dick energy. Why would you think they're gonna bully you? They might have been like, hell yeah, he got big dick energy. Why you keep on so negative? That ain't big dick. Ain't nothing big dick about negativity. Just doesn't say anything. Just looks at me like, where are we going with this?
But also,
Well, the thing, you can't like argue that you have big dick energy. You
No.
just have to have that form of energy.
No,
You
that's
can't
true.
be like, I'm cool. Hey, you see how cool I am? Because guess what? That person's not cool.
This is true.
Right? The
Yeah.
person who's like, hey, you see how cool I am? That person's not cool.
That's true.
I
That's
think.
true. That's true. But no, every once in a while you got big dick energy and be
No,
like,
some people
my
can.
dick's so big, I can talk about my big dick. Most people don't. Most people feel like, oh no, I'm gonna not bring up my dick. That's weird. As you should. But some people were like, no, I got this big dick. I want to talk about it. So it depends. I think you can lie on both sides.
I hope you're allowed on both sides.
We'll cut all of this out anyway. What the fuck is this? We got
So
April Fool.
I
but that's all
I
to
think
it.
it's funny that we really don't. You know, my favorite April Fools of all time was the one that they reported that Tupac was just walking down the street in Los Angeles and that Tupac is alive. And this is the internet is still like it's like 2001. It's like an AOL
yeah.
prank.
Okay.
And it was like, whoa, AOL, you just got the fuck out of everyone, and
Yeah.
we thought Tupac was
I
alive.
never got
they had
that
like the
one.
pictures of him,
It
right?
was only like
Yeah.
4 years afterwards, and we were like,
Yeah.
"What? Tupac faked his death 5 years ago?" It felt very
Yeah.
real. It was the most I've ever got.
I never got a whiff of that one.
Have you ever gotten by an April Fool's? joke?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
for
did.
sure.
I did. I did for 2 seconds,
What?
and I had to catch myself. But I got gotten for like, when I say 2 seconds, I mean like a strong hour. I felt it.
What if those people that stole Nike and Wrigley were like, "It was just an early April Fool"?
I'd be like, nah, man.
The worst.
So you don't want the three?
No, my April Fools I got fooled on was, if you remember when Halle Berry won the Oscar for Monsters Ball, Whoopi Goldberg presented her. And it was an April Fool's on our radio station in Chicago, WGCI. Shout out to GCI. That said that I ended up working there later on, but that said that Whoopi Goldberg was tired of black women not winning, so she just presented Halle Berry with an award, but it didn't really say that in the actual envelope. She was like,
they were predicting La La Land before it happened.
They did, basically, yeah. But she was tired.
But the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite. So she was tired of black women not getting their actual respect and whatever. So she just read off Halle Berry's name, but she didn't really win. And I bought it. I was like, whoa, but dope, Whoopi, yeah, fuck them, yeah, do your thing. But that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they were like, nah, we're joking. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And it was just like, all right, you got me. As I get out to go to school. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if we're being got at any
I can't
point
speak
right now.
specifically because like there's so many good ones.
You got by the Tinder one though too, right?
Oh yeah, well yeah. When you were reading the article, I was like, yeah, that sounds like something that could possibly happen.
Damn.
I don't like this idea that April Fool's is now also on March 29th and March 30th. This Skinny Burger thing was published 3 days ago, and I was like, "This is I'm pissed."
Chris is so
I don't.
mad.
April Fool's sucks
Chris
to
is
begin with.
Chris is
April
so
Fool's
it
is
does.
like everybody's an asshole.
Everyone's
to each
pregnant.
Other. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"I'm pregnant." We're like, "I hate you." I also think it sucks if you also actually are pregnant on April Fool's, or if
just don't
something
say
actually does
Well, what's gonna change? Just wait 2 days and then
I
tell
mean,
people.
if something terrible happens to you, I'm sorry. I know this is
That's like a premise for a movie. That means no one
Oh, he got
believes
so
me.
dark.
I don't like that. Like the world is fake for like 4 days now. That's like the purge. It's
The world
like-
is
Yeah.
fake every day. They
yeah, I guess they're like, let's just expand April Fools into the entire universe.
yeah, they're like, we'll just bring this thing up. Like, oh, hi.
well,
I get high like once an episode now where I'm like, hi guys, I'm high. I have a lot of different shit.
eventually it's just gonna be like, it's April. We lie in April. Like it's all.
Yeah,
they're
the
not
whole
good
April-
jokes. They're all lies.
The whole April just becomes like, because Black History Month started off as a week. April Fools is trying to expand too. They're like, hey, come on. We've earned the week now, guys. We've fooled a lot of people.
It's
Can we
the
get the
most
week?
fucking hacky comedians who run the April Fool's committee, because it's like, if everybody was funny for a day, that'd be awesome. Go be funny for a day. Nobody's funny. Everyone just like pranks each other.
I lied to you.
I lied to you. Remember when you were happy for me? Fuck you.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? You're not a grandpa, Dad.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry. Let's go to the next one.
Surviving Cardi B. You want to talk about it or no?
Tell me the facts on this Cardi B
The
scenario.
facts
'Cause I've
are
heard about
old
this.
video resurfaced. If John wants to go over the actual facts, you can. But an old video resurfaced of Cardi B. Cardi B was actually Instagram famous and like social media famous before she was on Love and Hip Hop, before she actually released an album. So she just was funny. People loved her.
I don't know if I knew that.
Oh yeah, she was a star.
I remember in 2016, I was like, this girl got big.
Yeah,
Like, what
well,
the
people
hell?
loved her. She was an internet star. So she was just a ghetto girl that used to talk. I talk hella shit, bitch.
Yeah,
Get into. And you got me fucked up. She gets her shit, and people fucked with her. I fucked with her. I love Cardi B. So Cardi B, old video resurfaced. Cardi B used to also professionally dance as a stripper, and an old video resurfaced of her saying that she used to drug guys, and then rob them when they tried to take her back to their places. And people have just been like, oh, cancel Cardi B. Now it's surviving Cardi B has been the talk of the town, all this different stuff. And I'm just in a weird place.
Oh, wow.
man.
I really got that sprung on me after smoking a joint. I didn't really know if I knew all those details. And now I'm like, I don't have an opinion on this yet. This is a tough one.
You know what? You know what's funny? I tweeted this and I deleted it. I like Cardi B a lot.
So let's repeat it on the podcast.
Fuck it. I like Cardi B a lot. So I tweeted, oh man, I realized how much y'all really love Cardi B when I heard a girl saying, stop it, we all do it. earlier today.
Oh my god!
And I was joking. Did not hear anyone say that. I was tweeting that because basically people did kind of sweep this under the rug. And it's like Cardi B said she drugged people and then robbed them. And we all love Cardi B so much that we're all like, people can grow. And they're like, it was 3 years ago. You're like, people can grow quickly. And then we were like, we just all kind of moved on really quick from it. And I'm not saying I want to dwell on it too much. I think Cardi B has grown. I think we've been on a journey with Cardi B since she's been a star. We've watched her learn different things. We watched her become more articulate and say, you know what, I'm going to still speak about these things. She's very raw. Was she right for robbing people and drugging them? She was completely wrong. I hope that she learned from that. I hope that she can be an advocate and a voice for it and speak against these things. But she was completely wrong. That's fucked up. People was like, oh, well, y'all ain't gonna say that Cardi B was raping these dudes. Cardi B wasn't raping these dudes. She was drugging them to take stuff from them, which is fucked up. But she was trying to.
But it is different than rape,
it's
right?
It's completely different than rape.
That's why we separate it, because it's not a sexual crime, right?
No, she didn't make a sexual crime. She was taking money, which is fucked up.
And she drugged people, which drugging people is also very fucked up. That means that you are not just taking money from somebody. You are.
But it's not a sexual crime. And also, we've watched Cardi B grow ourselves. So we're able to attest to who we at least believe she is now, and we don't think Cardi B is the same person. We don't think she's drugging people and doing this crime now. It's fucked up, but I don't think we should dwell on it too long. I think that we should allow her room to grow, and if she can bounce back from this, I hope she does. She seems to be a good person. She makes good music. I like Cardi B, so no hate to Cardi B.
I kind of feel like with especially with celebrities or people who are on this world stage in an artistic way, in a sense, I feel like they're supposed to represent everybody, right? You don't just have good people who are famous people. You have people who have been through hard times. You have people who maybe are bad people, who maybe think differently than you do. There should be kind of all types of humanity represented within famous people. Sometimes I think about that. No,
I agree with you. Wholeheartedly. I also disagree with you because being famous, people would say, is a privilege.
And you're just saying don't privilege bad people. Yeah, I mean, I actually would like it. I feel like I don't have. You can judge too many times. I've drugged a person who stole their money in my past. I don't think you can name any.
Can you do it on one hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it on no hands because it's zero.
Me too. So maybe I'm I don't know. I'm very happy to go. Yeah, sure. Only let really good people in. But then sometimes when there are bad people
and their work is just so good, you're like, oh, come on, guys, let's make an exception.
Well,
this is John Lennon.
It's hard. It's hard because I feel like Cardi B's great, but I also feel like in a way she's overproduced and there's a team that made Cardi B and she's the Britney Spears and she's very good, but right isn't that how Cardi B works? She doesn't write all those lyrics and
no, but I also think you can applaud the team.
Yeah,
you could be good job, team.
It's hard. I don't have an opinion yet on whether it's okay that Cardi B did this in their past. I think it's okay when people do bad things in their past and they learn from them, even though I know that I've spoken against that before. I do think it specifically matters when it is against another person.
Even though I know I won't forgive Chris Brown.
Well, it is. Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I know what you think. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm also wondering if people who are advocates in that sense of cancel anyone who's bad, what are they saying now that it's Cardi B? What has the reaction been? I don't know too much
Cardi
about
B,
it.
Man.
They kind of think like you do of look, people, she's moving on and this is her past.
Yeah, almost, yeah, they do. Yeah, you have to think that. You don't think Cardi B is still out here being
Imagine believing that about Donald Trump, being he's moved on, that's in his past. He's totally changed. We all see that. He just hasn't.
No, he hasn't changed at all.
But he's really good at being that happened 15 years ago. It's but you're the same exact person.
It'd happen again if we allowed it. Didn't you have a bigger story? Lil Nas X. Let's bring up Lil Nas X.
Okay. Lil Nas X is an artist from Atlanta.
Yeah. Lil Nas X Headline reads, Lil Nas X is kicked off country chart, leading some to blame racism. This is from CNN. So if you guys have not heard the hit single from Lil Nas X, it's called Old Town Road. Oh, from Old Town Road. It's a really good song. I'll play a little snippet of it.
Well, Lil Nas X reached number 1 on the country
Reached
charts.
number 1 on the country charts. You're right, Chris. And now he's being kicked off. It says, upon further review, it was determined that Old Town Road by Lil Nas X does not currently merit inclusion on Billboard's country charts. Billboard said in the statement to Rolling Stone, when determining genres, a few factors are examined, but first and foremost, the skin color. No, I'm joking. When determining genres, a few factors are examined, but first and foremost is musical composition. While Old Town Road incorporates references to country and cowboy imagery, it does not embrace enough elements of today's country music to chart in its current version.
Do you think if instead of auto-tune it was like, I'm going to take my time on the hotel road, it would be like totally fine? But country songs have auto-tune in them sometimes.
Hey, Chris, you gonna really try to bring up auto-tune, fam?
No, I'm just literally trying to understand what people who really
it's that
say it's
debate
music,
shit
what
in you.
the
Make
line
sure you
is.
put your Rod voice on before you start bringing up
Listen,
auto-tune, fam.
It's a complicated
Auto-tune, fam.
country music.
Auto-tune, huh?
You're saying it's because of the
Huh?
color of his skin?
Sway, you ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Look, Lil Nas X, it just doesn't sound like a country artist to me.
Look, listen here, Rod. Let's be real here, Rod. This is about race. This is about race.
What? No, it would never be.
Hey, the black men that do and have charted on the country charts have to make the most traditional country songs.
Well, they
to even
follow
be,
the rules.
To even be noticed or embraced in the country, in the actual country industry. And then even then, it's still hard for those guys. The Kane Browns, the Darius Ruckers.
Oh, I love that. I love them.
Yeah, of course you do, Rod. But what I'm saying is,
See, that's country music.
that is country music, and so is Old Town Road. Old Town Road is a fucking country song, and this is about race. It's the fact that his name is Lil Nas X. It's not maybe a stereotypical country song name. A stereotypical country name is just your real name. It's just the first and last name. So the fact that his name
they were just like, listen, I need to keep the Lils out of country music.
Yeah.
There's enough Lils in every other type of music.
No, it's
But
just,
you're saying that that's directly racist.
how is it not?
As I try to be Rod and argue it, I imagine that they would go, listen, it's the style of music. It's a very specific thing. But then I'm like, well, define exactly what that thing is, because this has guitars in it.
Well,
it's talking about horses and country
he's singing
roads.
a country song, and they don't even try. Like, I'm gonna tell you how.
But he does have like a
Got a
Travis
horse in the
Scott
back.
style auto-tune effect on him. But I mean, country music has effects now.
But it also doesn't matter.
Shania Twain.
Who were we talking about earlier? Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
was the big.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying, well, what if it's the big drums?
We're bringing
But
up.
no, they have that too.
Dude, it's simply about race. Yeah, of course you have those people. You have people who. What was the song last year? Girl that charted on the country charts for like 14 weeks, and when you hear it, it's clearly just a fucking pop song. What was that?
Oh, that's not country either. You're just saying it's just pop.
I'm saying then, why is that country?
Yeah.
Why is that country? Why? And
also other
someone made
genres
a
of
great
music.
response and said, if you're gonna take off Lil Nas X, then take off every Post Malone record off of the hip hop chart.
That's what I was about to say. Other genres of music might like change what the definition is of like maybe it's music that would have gone in electronica can now go in pop and mainstream because that's how music has changed.
Music evolves.
Or even just hip hop, right? Post Malone isn't really a rapper.
No.
It's not really traditional hip hop. It actually kind of sounds more like R&B, but it's like
yeah, if you had to pick a side, yeah.
now it's hip hop. You know, like it's we can call it that. Like, and I don't feel like other genres define music as strictly as that. So
No, other
it's a
genres
really
don't.
hard argument to make.
No,
Rod.
it's just more that one genre, that one we can be honest here, Chris. That one is protected. That one is one core demographic of people
For
who are
middle
like,
America white people.
This is ours. And we don't want anybody else in this shit. This is ours. And it's like, okay, music evolves and you don't want someone crossing over? I'm sorry. An Atlanta rapper or whatever you want to call him fucking made a hit country's record.
But do you think this controversy has like gotten his song way more popular though?
His song was already number one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying it hasn't made it.
I mean, I heard it today for the first time
Because of it. Yeah, because I don't really like check the country charts. You know, I'm not like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only listen to hip hop, bro?
Are you regularly on the country charts?
Me?
Yeah.
Every week, bro.
I like the. Do you think it is causing a lot of rappers to go like, I want to try to make a country song? That'd be kind of cool.
Okay, I got it, Chris. I'm telling you.
I'm into country, like country and rap moving together as a genre.
Yeah. We're not gonna dive too deep in this because we cover a lot of race each week. We just want you guys to know it's still out there. It's still going on.
Happening.
It's happening. So what happened in the news yesterday was Omari Hardwick, right, from the TV show Power. Omari is a friend of mine. He plays Ghost on Power. He is the star of the hit TV show on Stars, executive produced by 50 Cent. You know that show?
I know of it.
Okay, cool.
And so at the NAACP Awards,
The Image Awards, yep.
The NAACP Image Awards, he has this flub when he greets Beyonce.
He flub, you call it whatever you want. But
okay, he has a weird moment.
He has a weird moment.
We
can agree on a weird moment. He has a weird moment where he greets Beyonce and he gives her a hug.
He kisses her
a kiss on the cheek. He backs up a little bit and then he goes in for another kiss, kind of on the cheek, corner mouth.
It feels like he kisses her on one side, hugs her for a little bit, like really holds on, and then pulls out. And like if you didn't know better, if it wasn't Beyonce, you'd think he was like trying to go kiss her on the mouth, and then like got the side of her mouth. If she like, I know better, so I don't think that's really happening. But that's what it kind of looks like.
That's what it looks like.
If you're on YouTube, maybe we'll throw it right here.
And again, I know Omari, good guy, always been a good guy. I would call him a friend. What the fuck was that? Omari, what the fuck was that, man? What the fuck was that? You my dog, man. I fuck with you. You my guy.
Hey, look, I don't know you, but I'm not giving you too much slack for it. You know, it's Beyonce.
No,
I
didn't.
You just short-circuited.
No, I'm going to get
You think he was trying to be a
creep?
creep? You think he was trying to come on?
I wasn't said that.
No, you
want me to
just
get
said,
to my
what
story?
was that?
It was still, what was that? Like the corner of the mouth. The Beehive, they don't let anyone live. So they immediately attacked Omari. I didn't like that. They immediately attacked him. That man's a married man. He's a happily married man. I don't think he's been a creep at all. I don't think Omari's a creep.
You just think he...
I'm just like, what the fuck was that though? Still like, bro, you can't panic. But I will say, panicking when you meet Beyonce is a normal thing.
A lot of people panic when they meet celebrities, period.
Celebrities, period. Imagine meeting not a celebrity, but a queen. I'm sorry, not a queen, but the queen.
Queen B.
Queen B. I will not tolerate any Beyonce.
So you're just saying
he
was going up and he was gonna do something really smooth, and then he just was like, and then I
think what happened was he gave her a kiss on the cheek. He then leaned in to hug her. He was saying words. So in his head, he was having a conversation. Then as he concluded the conversation, he wanted to give her one more kiss as he was leaving. Kind of normal if you think about it, in the sense if you see an auntie or a cousin, and you give them a kiss on the cheek, and then you may not see them for an hour, or they're in the same place for an hour, you're talking about this, talking about that, moving around, and then when you're leaving, you give them another hug and you give them a kiss on the cheek. So I think he was kind of putting all of that into one
interaction.
One interaction. So 30 seconds of interaction was like, oh, hug. Kiss on the cheek, hug. Hey, this, I'm whispering this thing in your ear, and then boom, I'm leaving now. So I have to conclude it and to leave and say bye with also another hug and a kiss. And goes in for that and just kind of fumbles, gets the weird spot. Beyonce was caught off guard. Maybe she moves her face a little bit, gets a weird spot, and you look really bad on the internet. But I know your heart. I know you're a good guy. So I know it wasn't that. I know you're happily married. I know it wasn't that. But it was just a weird moment, which got me thinking, though. Because I've told you this story. Got me thinking about the time I met Beyonce.
Dun, dun, dun. Sterling was...
I'm a single lady.
I came over. Sterling was like, can I somehow work in the time I met Beyonce to the show today? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I got this NCAA thing. I just want to tell... I met Beyonce. No, what's your experience? What's the circumstances when you first meet her?
So my first time I ever met Beyonce.
Where are you?
That was the humble brag and saying I've met Beyonce a whole bunch of times.
Okay.
Queen B, motherfucker. I love Beyonce. Love Jay.
Everybody loves Beyonce.
Yeah, I love the Carters. Yeah. I meet Jay. Cool. What's up, man? Nice to meet you. Boo, boo. It's clean. Now, I like Beyonce. I knew I liked Beyonce. But you don't really know how much of a fan you are of Beyonce until you meet Beyonce. And then how you react is how much of a fan you are.
There's an energy about people like that are in the Beyonce zone.
So who do you feel like is in Beyonce zone that you've met that you're like, okay, that person?
I went to watch The Throne, and I was backstage at Watch The Throne because Kanye had seen the play that I did the night before.
Yeah, you told me.
So when Jay-Z walked in, I just felt the room like boom. I feel like it's the same. If you've ever been in a car, if you've ever been in a car accident and like the air pressure changes all of us, like in a second you get hit and the air pressure changes. Yeah. To me, that's what it's like when somebody enters the room.
As much as I want to be like, yo, Chris, those are human beings. You sound stupid. He's absolutely correct, everyone.
I actually, the first time I ever noticed that was during the Jonas Brothers heyday. They came to one of my friend's premieres, and when they walked into the movie theater, in the huge fucking movie theater, you're like, something's different here. What just happened? And then you're like, oh, the Jonas Brothers just arrived.
So that's what happened when I saw Beyonce. The air pressure didn't change. There wasn't air. I met Beyonce, and I truly didn't know what to do. So they call Beyonce Queen B, right? That's her name. Somehow, from the moment someone gave her this nickname, this AKA, until now, she's become an actual queen in my eyes. It went from being like, oh, Queen B, that's a cool nickname, Queen you, to like, no, that's Queen B, everyone shut the fuck up, stand up.
Am I allowed to look her in the eyes?
Yeah, am I allowed to?
How do I shake her hand? What's the protocol?
So I meet Beyonce, and I reach my hand out to give her a handshake. I then, with that handshake, pull her in for a hug, because I'm a hugger. I hug people. And I don't want to try to change who I am too much just because it's Beyonce. But then my body just started doing shit that I didn't ask it to do. And I like pull her in for a hug, and I'm like, hey, I gave her like a cheek-to-cheek kiss. I would never disrespect the queen and put my lips on her glorious face. I know that only a king like Jay-Z could touch that cheek of hers with his lips. So I respect that, the Carter family, just know that. But put my cheek to cheek, and I give her like one of those fake, kisses that you do, like, well, I made the sound, but didn't touch you. Here's my cheek, cool. I'm like, I met Beyonce. As I thought I was finished, my brain was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Like, that was it. That's how you meet someone. My body was like, oh, you're finished. I'm not. And my body just decides to bow. My body decides to do a halfway bow. So I bow somewhat. I swear to God, I'm not English. I'm not posh. I haven't been anywhere where royals go. I don't even know the protocol. I think it's for women only. I somehow end it all with the curtsy. And I fucking, literally, fucking...
Hug, fake kiss, bow, curtsy. I think that's right, though. I think that's the Beyonce protocol.
That's not overstepping. That's respect.
I think that's it.
I think,
the guy at the NCAA Image Board should have known to bow and then
he
curtsy.
He should have known to bow and curtsy. He would be okay. But when you go for a double kiss, come on, Mari, get it together. Don't be a fucking creep out here. No, so I curtsy, and then, she was just like, hey, cool. She was making her rounds. She walks away. My boy Lenny is still right there. I say, Lenny, I fucked that up. He said, no, it's okay. It happens to everyone. So I take that all, I bring it all full circle to say, Omari, it happens to everyone. I think you're a happily married man. I know you're a happily married man. I'm sorry. I know you're a happily married man. You're a good man. I know you didn't mean to kiss the queen twice. I think for the sake of yourself and your family, you need to make a public statement. Just saying. Hey, y'all.
Hey, it's weird
It was
meeting
an accident,
Beyonce.
but Beyonce is a
Hope
queen.
you
My body
understand.
shut down. And I would get it. And I think everyone would get it. She's the queen. She's the best. That was just a random story and also some news at the same time.
It is the truest defense. Just be like, I don't know what happened back there.
Yeah, that
You're
is
Beyonce.
like, that happens sometimes. You're like, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. Let's pause for 2 seconds. Oh. Reports that there were shots outside of Nipsey Hussle's clothing store off Slauson. Reported shots outside Nipsey Hussle's clothing store. Then there were reports that maybe it was Nipsey. Then there were reports that Nipsey may have been shot 6 times. And now we're breaking the news to you guys that Nipsey Hussle was passed. By the time you hear this, obviously you'll know. But it's just sad, man. It's just sad.
And background for those of you who don't know, Nipsey Hussle is a rapper. He was nominated for Hip Hop Album of the Year this year with his debut album Victory Lap. He was really coming up in the world. And has been around for a while.
Yeah, LA native.
It's a debut album, but he's been on tracks for like 10 years.
LA cat, Crenshaw, like that. Like, it's just crazy to me because it's like Nipsey was one of the like rare, really good men that understood the importance of being present and putting in different infrastructures in the black community to try to help build it. From valuing the black dollar and putting money back into the black community to being like, okay, we need more after school programs for this. I'm working with y'all for this. Like Nipsey was very influential in that space and just being like, there's so much I can do right here within my community. And they want us to think that when we get money, we got to go move over here or do this or do that. Or we got to, your store not legit until it's in Beverly Hills. Nipsey was like, nah, my store legit right here on Slauson. My store legit right here in Crenshaw. Like, I understand this dollar here is valuable and we can continue to build here if we want to. Nipsey was a really smart dude, too. Really smart dude. Read a lot. Really wanted to just help his community. And I just think it's sad. You know, not that if it was somebody that wasn't about that it wouldn't be sad. It's just more like, homie was really trying to do a lot to help his people. And I can't speak on it and say I know all of which he was still in or wasn't in, but that doesn't matter. His life was taken too soon. You know, it ain't the same thing, but Jesus died at age 33. Nipsey just died at age 33. Like, he accomplished a lot in his short life. He really did. He did a whole bunch. A lot of people can say he did it in 80 years and 90 years. So I'm hoping his legacy can live on. The marathon continues. We're going to take a lot of
victory laps. It sounded to me like he was just getting started, you know?
He was just getting started.
That is gone too soon.
Yeah, man, he's gone too soon. Good dude, really good dude. I've met Nipsey probably like 5 times. Every single time, same energy, just cool dude, chill. He has a big aura to him. Nipsey tall, so yeah, like I know Lauren London, know his wife or girlfriend, whatever you want. My heart, like I cry for you. Like I cry, like my boy Dallas signed Nipsey to his record label. I mean to his actual record deal here, Atlantic. Lenny was on Nipsey's management team. Like I have a lot of 1 degree of separations of being like, oh, I'm close to you. I'm close to those people. I knew Nipsey, and it's just like crazy that this man's life is gone. He won't have another day, another chance to make something of it. But you know what? Like I try to always do, the silver lining is that he did so much while he was here. Even in 33 years, he did so much while he was here.
That's true.
So just know you're appreciated. You will continue to be appreciated. And you will continue to be loved, Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace.
Well,
episode of Wine and Weed, number 7, whatever it is, concludes. on that sad news. We don't want to make y'all feel too down. We love y'all. Y'all amazing. We appreciate our listeners. Hug somebody today. Tell somebody you love them.
Be thankful that you have your friends, your family, your dogs.
Yeah.
At your side.
Yeah. Be thankful for all your loved ones by your side, and let them know that. Don't wait too long to give them the rose. Give them the rose while they're still living. Don't wait until they die. All right. So peace out to y'all.
Go call your mom.
Call your mom. Call your grandma.
Mom. Tell her you love her. If you're smoking and you're listening to this show, just like end this whole thing by being like, I'm gonna text somebody some nice things.
Yeah, some nice things, which are extra nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, we will. Same time, same place. We will have a guest next week.
Same time, same place. We got a guest next week. We'll probably announce it in the middle of the week. If follow at Wine and Weed on Instagram. We'll be announcing that there. We also drop some videos, some little animated videos edited by our very own John Ross.
John Ross!
On our Instagrams, at Steelo Brim, at Chris Reinacher, at Wine and Weed.
Go to YouTube.
Go to youtube.com.
Go to Spotify.
/Wine and Weed, which we still don't have, but we are told that we will.
Yeah, go to Spotify. Go to iTunes. Go to Apple Music, whatever you need to go to. Also, go to MySpace. I just started our MySpace page back.
It got deleted in that swipe, but we're so happy to have it back. We'll see you guys next week.
Shout out to Nucky and Wrigley. I love you.
We had a terrible April Fool's and I hope it's not going until the 3rd, which is when you'll hear this.
They're getting a whole week now, dude, and they're going to grow to a month.
April Fool's is over.
It's just beginning. I'll tell you guys what I did to Chris later on in the week, all right?
Oh, damn it.
Bye-bye.
See you guys next week.
Thank you.